Hello, Estanka. I'm Bobby Jo Tronsgard, fourth grade teacher at Shirley Hills, and we, as a fourth grade team at Shirley Hills, have created this personalized learning environment. Not only now, we did last year we did it in math. This year we're going to be doing it in language arts. So what does that mean? What it means is that we will be going through the standards, but allowing students some voice and choice, but also giving them the ability to kind of self-pace where they are in their learning within the given unit. So we're not giving them free rein for the entire year yet. What we are doing is we are kind of going through each unit and letting them self-pace, and then eventually, once they finish that unit, kind of challenging them into maybe some more fifth and sixth grade work. So what you'll see in our language arts personalized learning class is the first 30 days folder. You'll see our I can statements, and all of our students will be able to access everything that you are seeing here. In the first 30 days, we will go through the learner profile, daily 5 introduction, and then once we do that, we will kind of segue into what daily 5 is. So word work, read to self, work on writing, listen to reading, and then we will use an app called Seesaw. It's kind of an online refrigerator for our families to kind of check in and see what we're up to in fourth grade. If you're not using it at the elementary level, it is a great tool and resource for your families to kind of be involved and engaged in the learning that's happening in your classroom. Once you go through the daily 5 and the first 30 days, you'll see the different units that we have throughout benchmark literacy. So we have currently 10 units, and as a team, we went and took a professional development day, and we were able to kind of lay out our plan. And so in each unit, you will see our skills that our students have to work on: their genre study, writing, grammar, and word study. So our units are 2 weeks long. We took them from 3 weeks down to 2 weeks. And so our word study, you will see, we will be starting this after the first 30 days of school. So we will be on unit 6 and 7. Each unit will have a post-test, a final assessment to kind of see where our students are at. If they don't master this post-test, we will work with them to master that post-test before we let them move on to unit 2. This is unit 2, and this is what I have been working on. So as students kind of come into the course, they'll see their skills are what we'll be working on in reading groups. So identify sequence of events and determine text importance are the skills in unit 2, weeks 1 and 2. In order to advance out of those skills, students will need to master the sequencing poster, a need to build comprehension questions. So that will give us an idea of what our students are struggling with and how we can kind of help them advance on to that next skill. For grammar, you will find 2 different folders, and within those folders, you will see different activities that students can do. We'll be using IXL to quiz our students. What's great about IXL is that it will kind of generate different quizzes to show us their mastery. And then once they master one of those quizzes, they will put in to our discussion their activity that they did and their 2 quizzes. Same goes for plural nouns. And then as we go into writing, every unit will have a writing prompt. So we will take the time to kind of explain that writing prompt, but also give students the opportunity to kind of dive in a little more. Maybe they missed the lesson for that day, or maybe they were pulled out in working in a smaller group. They can go back and look at all of the resources that we have available to kind of check out what are we writing about and what is the expectation. So our expectation is very clear for our students across the grade level with what we want to see in their writing. They'll post their rough draft and then their final draft, and as teachers we'll be able to comment back to them and let them know kind of how they're doing and what we want to see as revisions when they post that final draft. Once again, you'll see the word study and the genre study. So the genre study is hopefully going to go along with our writing prompt. That writing prompt for Unit 2 is a personal narrative. So we went in and matched up our benchmark universe writing and the genre study so that they would match. And by doing that, we will give students kind of a richer experience when we're talking about those different literary genres. Before they exit Unit 2, they will have to do that personal narrative quiz. I've also been working on Unit 3. It's the same exact thing. So as you enter our language arts class, and you're always welcome to pop in at any time, you will see kind of students working at different levels and at different areas throughout the hour. So I'm super excited to kind of implement this in our 4th grade classroom. I know we will have a lot of bumps in the roads, but I'm excited to have this be a part of our personalization journey. So thanks for checking in and have a great day.